Shakedown.
To Excel, and today we are going to be unraveling slash unboxing this bad boy. Of course, it is the one and only PS4 in limited edition Glacier White. But that's what they just said. I don't actually know officially if it's limited edition. They have said, but you know, it should be a console kept in that style. It's just really nice. So now all you people who follow my channel know that I do have the PS4 on it, but I'm explaining about the games later for the PS4. If you're new to my channel, like if you just search for an unboxing video on the PS4 in Glacier White for whatever reason, then do be free to go and check out my channel if you want though, because it is optional. My channel's mainly based on gaming, and if you do want to watch my videos and the new videos I'm doing, I would really appreciate it, and I would also appreciate it if you did subscribe to me. But again, I'm not telling you guys what to do. It is optional, because for you viewers out there, it's absolutely your choice on what you do. Anyways, I only got this type of PS4 a few days ago, and when I first saw this type of version come out at some point this year, I really loved it, and as well as wanting to get a PS4, I think this was the bestest time, because this one looks so nice, and I just got enough money, or I found enough source of money to get the console myself. There was some pretty good bundles, even one that only had a few games on, and it still had the console price at the same price. And I might put the link to where you can find this bundle in the description of this video, in the links part. It's also on other shopping providers as well. It's not just on one, because it's just common in my country at the moment. I don't know about anywhere else, but it is a great bundle. However, some of the bundles only look like sorry, that was just, I just hit into something. Some of them only come in the colour black by the looks of it. No racism. Not even racism there. I did want to get the white, but I was wondering if it was worth it just to get the white console itself, because the only bundle I saw with the white console was Destiny and Drive Club. But one, I didn't like Destiny, I wasn't going to get it, and two, Drive Club just costed a bit more. I wasn't willing to pay more just to get a game with it, because there was a way better bundle there. I couldn't get it though, so I just decided we're going with the white console, or Glacier White, that's a beautiful name. And with some more money that's coming up, arriving to me, I may be able just to purchase some PS4 games. And of course, the new Little Big Planet 3 on the PS4, and crazy enough on the PS3. It's just that one of my accounts on PSN has a bit of Little Big Planet history, and so I want to put that on Little Big Planet 3 for the PS4, and maybe the PS3 on there as well, but also maybe use my other PSN account. It's a bit mind boggling, but it does help, and this is something that I will use and do need, so it wasn't a purchase for nothing, and I wanted it. But now I've got the PS4, I don't have to keep thinking about it. I've got it right here, right there, But I guess without any much else to say at the moment, let's just go start going through this unboxing. Oh yeah, one more thing before I start actually, is that I'm not doing this unboxing video much because of of the exclusive colour the PS4 is being sold in at the moment. But just to do a normal unboxing video, however, the difference in the colour did want me to do this unboxing video a bit more, because with also looking in what's inside the box, if you haven't yet, which is why you've searched up this unboxing video, or unboxing videos out there more like, that you want to look at the console in a really nice way. So I will be displaying the console out so you can have a good look at it, and maybe the controller as well, and the stuff's inside and all that stuff. I should have said that at the start really, to explain what the main unboxing bit is, but as long as you know now, then that's perfect with some of you people. But now let's start with the unboxing of it, sort of. This is the box that I did buy it in, and if I point it at some sort of angle, that's just my phone over there in the top corner, you can see it's like a rectangular sort of 3D box. It is quite big though, that's how big my hand is, but it's not too massive, it's just medium size I would say, just because I've seen it a lot of times now since it's been in this room. That's just the console display and the logo, Sony's logo, age rating, whatever, handle to carry it. Okay, so let's go onto the right side of this console the way you're looking at it now. And so at the moment we're like sort of like vertical up in the air with this camera, though on your screen it will show across still, but just following in the direction, it won't go vertical or anything. So basically this side just shows the contents of the box, and just as a quick read through what's in this, first of all we have the PlayStation 4, don't know if you can read this well, but we have the PlayStation 4 system. They're also marked with numbers so you know which one's which with the text. The second one is the DualShock wireless controller, which is also in white, perfect match. Number 3 is the free headset you get with the console, which I've been thinking you can actually connect into your controller, because there has been an audio port, and it just gives you some sort of headset, so you don't have to pay for one and you can still talk to your friends. The fourth item is the HDMI cable to plug from your console into the TV, so you can display it on your TV from the console. 5 is just the printed materials, aka the instructions and info that's inside of the console. 6 is the USB cable, which you know does a few things already, including charging up your controller. And 7 is the AC power cord, which connects from your console into your power socket. And I'll just say that, and so it's fair to say with that includes power sockets from all over the world. I mean, describing one by one is just a waste of time. So on the other side of this box, there's not much here, just a logo, the other logo on PS4, the other one was Sony, and I don't know if you can see down here, if I just kind of tweak the angle it's in at the moment, you can see that it's in, you can see it all over the box, but then that's the type of colour that the console's in, Glacier white, which I think has always, I just loved it. It was beautiful, and that's why I chose this type of PS4 console, and I'm glad it existed. And that's just some other stuff. Also, where it's been explaining this type of information on some of the sides of the box as well. That's 500 gigabytes. It's perfect because for PS3s, I mean, sorry, you can buy them at different sorts of prices depending on what gigabyte types you want on the console, because now there's more of them at the moment. Well, now it's fully complete, to be honest, but PS4 have only released a console with 500 gigabytes in officially so far. I guess they'll do more versions of this in the future, and so then they would make their consoles cheaper. However, buying this now, I'm also glad because of not only because of the display of it, which is really nice. I get a lot of storage on my console, so when I also be thinking on how I'm using it, so I don't use up space on it, and so it still loads quite fast. Um, well, that would be nice if the console feeds back really nicely for what I'm doing for it. So now, if we just flip this to the back of the box, well, what we can see at the back of it, um, that's a bit of text there. You can pause if you want to read that bit there, which you can probably read now. There's a bit on the right that's not very clear, but it's clear enough for you to see of what the letters are. Those games are just ones you can play on PS4 or Xbox One, whatever. Actually, Drive Club and the Order 1886, which is in that square there, are exclusives on PS4. Drive Club is already out and looks quite good because of its social feature, and the Order 1886 is alrightish, but I don't know how good it will be when it comes out. I mean, it's not very popular with people's attention much, even though it's been in the media quite a bit. But we'll see how it goes. Watch Dogs and The Elder Scrolls Online and Destiny are some of the games out at the moment you'll know. Down over here is 5 features with this type of console. You can pause that bit as well to read it, but in short terms, that's a button on the controller you can use to record a moment in gaming and share it on Facebook, YouTube, whatever things you can do it on. This bit here, pause if you want to again to read it, is an app that can sort of link in with your PlayStation account and may do special features on PS4. Pause if you want to read it. This is a link up with your PlayStation Vita, which is a PlayStation portable console. You can play your PS4 games on there, no matter if the TV's on some kind of other mode or if it is on the game mode but you decide to play on the PlayStation Vita because you waste money. But honestly, it probably can be useful for something and it'd be quite cool. This one of the very unique features on this console, apparently it was told on Xbox 360 this could be done. However, I don't know if the rumor is true or false. I have absolutely no idea. But this is a feature where you can cross game chat with up to 8 people. But what you do in it is you can talk to another person who is in another game, and that's what cross game chatting is. You're basically talking to one person who's in another game from where you are, or not in, maybe not even in the same game party as you are online. And you can do that up to a total of 8 people. It also, because of this feature and because of the features we went through earlier on, it does say there that includes the mono. Actually, it has the mono headset included, so you can get into some talking while you're on your starting steps of PS4. And here isn't just much important stuff, just you can, as you did on PS3, insert Blu-ray disc or normal disc into the console and play your discs or whatever it is you watch or whatever. I think CDs also work as well in those things. I know it does work for PS3, but I don't know about PS4, but it probably would. If you want to look a bit more at that, if you want to look a bit more on that, then just pause it there. That's just the other stuff like Age Rating website. Over here is a message on PlayStation Plus, and if you don't know what PlayStation Plus is, a service where you can get most importantly, you get extras on PlayStation Store for joining PlayStation Plus. It isn't forever though, because I think there's only subscriptions to 90 days and 12 months, or like a whole year, and once it's run out you've got to pay it back in to join in again. It doesn't really include much. You just pay for it and you're in PlayStation Plus, and you'll get that little icon on your profile thing, on your, well, profile thing on PlayStation 4 or 3 or whatever you got PlayStation Plus on. It just shows you're a PlayStation Plus member, I think. Yeah, so you can pause if you want to look at that bit there. But now, let's finally get into the unboxing of this lovely Glacier white PS4, and reveal its beauty and its extra bit. Snippy. Yeah, getting to the end. It's going. And we did it. So now we, since I did cut that bit, we can close the box, but more like to open. Okay, so what we're going to do is, well, since the lid is open so far, I am just, sorry about the camera here of your view, I'm just going to put it sideways so we can see what's inside the box still, while I'm manoeuvring on it. That's the word. Let me put a distance there so you can see the whole thing unravel. Open the door to Narnia, please. Okay, so I think actually we need to pull this bit out of the box. The box. God damn it, hang on. Like this. There we go. So, as you can see, we sort of got it out. We just pulled the rest of the box out. There we go. So, that was just a box, and this is a bit of the thing, whatever that is. That's just some information there on safety of the console. And here's the special part. As we put this down there and unravel this, this is the start of my PS4. And so, as we can see over here, this is the box which I got out of that box. In fact, I'm just going to remove it from the background like top banana. Anyways, we have got so far the lovely beautiful controller, the manual as I said on there, and God, that console looks like a massive bar of white chocolate. But first of all, well, obviously for you viewers, let's go and take this console out. So we've just taken the console out so far. Mind you, this unboxing at the moment doesn't actually look that great, but it's, well, I wanted to kind of hold the camera while doing this, so yeah. I mean, by doing that it's going to cause a bit of problem with the unboxing, but never mind. And here is the unravelling of the one and only PS4. If I can get that packaging off somehow, there we go. Because I don't want to ruin touching the console yet with my fingerprints. I mean, they're not sticky or anything, but it'll just get ruined if I did. I'm gonna flip it around a bit. I'll be using something decent to do this with. So as you can see at the moment, that's the console. Just on its other side, actually, if I'll get a better view at this, as you can see, you've got the black line in the middle. Actually, from looking up at it, you can see that a bit of the side on the left, because it's not actually like a square console, you see, it's more like a square with two parallel lines going up, if you know what I mean, just like in this picture here. And when you put it at the front like this, you can understand the shape of it as well. It's basically two lines going across, which are oddly, well, you get the point anyway. Basically, the picture kind of represents this kind of shape here. As we look up, we can see the nice white PS4. This would look better if I used something else to record it with, but unfortunately this is the best I can record it with the bestest quality. In the future I might get something better to record on with better stuff, but I mean, this isn't trouble at the moment. The only problem is that it doesn't really show it up as best, but you can see what it looks like. I think the white colouring makes it harder to see the console, or it's just me looking at the screen right now. We can see the black line through here, as I said, and when you turn it on, I think the blue light might show up inside the console, as it has done on the advertising. Over there on the right side, just above the black line, is the PlayStation logo in white. As I put my shadow of what I'm recording on over it, look, watch this. It's cool, it goes black and white, black and white. That's only, I think, because of it's a mirror image, mirror type of thing on the symbol. So, as a black object is going over it, it's like showing up in that. It's so cool on the camera. But anyways, that is the one side of it. And now I will stand this up like this and see how it looks on there. But I'm going to put it on my desk so you get a better view. And it will stand up, because on the moment it's not going to stand up. Instead it's going to fall over. But I will cut to there now. So from a view of here, this is what it looks like standing up on the desk, and this is kind of like the main image you get from looking at the PS4 console. As you can see, this is how it's displayed as well on the cover, which is the bestest one, I think. I do love the design of it as well. In white it looks nice, and it looks like something new out of the box, which I like. In fact, it doesn't really it has the excitement for me looking at this, because I'm looking or monitoring the camera at the moment, but it does look nice. And as the Xbox thing, I like this bit where it's just divided a bit into like 4 sectors as it looks. It's just the design of the console as well. And also, I don't know if you can see through here, but we have got, as it looks like, 2 USB ports inside the PS4 there. And now just recognizing above the USB port is, you might not be able to see this clearly, I don't have a clue, but it is, of course, the disc tray. And I think I've said that right, the name of it, the disc tray, where you put your discs or slash games into that slot there, as you would do in any like console. I mean, for example, cartridges have square holes to put themselves into to provide the game, so that is where that's a disc tray. I think that's what they call it anyway. Something doesn't seem right with the camera, never mind. Anyway, as we go to the top here, I also realised that somewhere There is a bit where it shows like some of the logo things for things, such as like and now you can see there's Blu-ray, Dolby, HDMI, and all that. Usually they'd have slots near those like text in the material on the PS3, but I don't know about this because I couldn't find a slot anywhere. Anyway, as we move on to this bit here, so we're now on that side. That's just the contents at the back. That's actually quite a nice way they've designed the back of the console, because I think that could be a massive fan that could get the hot air out. So instead of like having the console overheating a bit, even though it tries to save itself, it actually puts all the air out, but maybe they can put it in a cool way out of its system. Um, What's also cool is a feature on the PS4 is that when the fan's on, it's actually less noisy than the PS3, which means it's more quieter, or there might be no sound at all, which is not really believable, but still. These are more ports at the back, and that one over there, I believe, is the AC cord one that goes into your power socket, which is one bit to power work the PS4 for the TV, and then somewhere along here I think it is that one there, or I might have just touched my finger lightly on that, not the port itself, but still, is the HDMI port, which you'll plug it into your console, I believe, and then into the TV. And once you've got those two setups on, you know, get on the PS4 to play on. So that's the bit at the side there. As we go to the back here, there's nothing much. To be honest, there's nothing much at the back. Actually, no, sorry, I said that wrong. Below the console, except some just little writing in the console material, you know, like the little text that is somehow in the thing, not like painted, but you know, like molded text or whatever at the bottom. Nothing else but the design, which is all around the console as the theme. But now we've had a look at the console, as well as there's a logo there, logo over there, as I've shown already. Also there could be fans in there, but anyway, now we've had a look at the console, let's go and have a look at the controller, which is over in this box over here, and over here is the controller, which also comes in the same colour as the console, white. I am actually glad I bought the white PS4, because it's just what I want for me. It's nice coloured, and I think I'd not enjoy it much with having it black. I mean, having it white makes it way better. Well, at some point you've got to grab it. So just unpackaging this right now. So as you can see on the controller here, we've got the two joysticks. Obviously the PS4 has been out since 2013 in November, so you probably already know what the controller shape looks like on the PS4 unless you're not familiar with it. These are the joysticks. This is also called DualShock 4 controller, because it's from the last one, DualShock 3 on PS3. Anyways, let's get into the talk of this. Here we can see the two joysticks. They look more like, it doesn't look like it on the camera, but it looks more like it's suited to your finger, and it does look a bit different the way you look at it at the front. But actually the only button design that hasn't kind of changed much is these triangle, circle, X and square bits here. We'll look at the back in a moment, but In the middle here, you'll see a black box. That bit is a touchscreen part on the controller that in some games you can interact with, which is a really cool effect to play and experience on and to interact on PS4. As usual, this is the main PlayStation button, which you may know if you have a PlayStation what it does. This bit here is an audio output on the controller, which is another interactivity with the games. For example, if in the game, like a shooter, a soldier has a radio on them, the sound would probably go through here. Or if you're playing a party game and somehow the sound will help you kind of conquer your rivals in a mini game, then that can be one use of it as well. These are the directional buttons, as you know. Onto the new buttons actually. Here is options, which is like a small button, like for example start and select on the other controller for DualShock 3. However, options, I don't know, I think it might be bringing up options only in the game, or maybe the start menu. Over here is one of the most talked about buttons on the controller and its interactivity with PS4, I think, is a share button. If you're not familiar with this, basically when you press it, you can record a moment or take a picture of a moment. I don't know if it's taking a picture, but you can definitely record a moment in your game or how long you want it to go for, and you can share that moment on Facebook, or you can put on YouTube, or you can send to someone else, etc. Over here is some ports on the controller. I don't know what the one on the left does, but as you can see a bit, there is a headphone symbol on the right side, and that is to, like, I guess plug your mono headset in so you can do something with chatting, and you can listen to the game from there, I'm guessing. I think you can plug in your mono headset mostly, but with other headsets it's got something to do with talking to people and listening to in-game sound. But now let's flip to the back of the controller, and now we can see the triggers, which have slightly been redesigned to have a nicer you know, touch on them. Like for example, if you're playing in a shooter, it feels actually a bit nicer. But I think most importantly, it's for better gameplay, the way you actually put your fingers on the triggers for R2, R1, L2, L1. That could be a tongue twister actually. Of course, that's a USB port, and that bit there is like a light bar, which I'm talking about. This triangular bit here, it's on each console. I don't know about the unofficial ones, which haven't been released yet, I don't think. But for the DualShock 4 controller, it's used in like the PlayStation camera thing, where you can like do something with the light on your controller, or it can show it's indicated as on, or by hovering your hand over it or somehow interacting with it, it can change your gameplay in the game, or it can have an interactive experience on your gaming. That's just random text stuff there. So now we've gone over the console, the controller, and the box. However, that's not all yet. Just to finish this off, let's go and see what else is in here, even though it's just shown on the box. We have the guide here. It's a quick start guide actually, just to get your, it's like instructions to how you to get your console started up. That's like the user's guide, you know, like the manual stuff and all that. I don't know what that bit is. Guarantee stuff, a bit more important info, I guess. from the setting up bit of it. Just explains other stuff on the console, but yeah, as we open this bit, it shows all the stuff in there, such as your what's this is one part of the AC power cord, or yeah, as I just said, which will go in your power socket. This is the mono headset I was talking about, which is nice. You get a free or some sort of headset that they give you for interacting with your controller and for talking with the game chat thing. Thankfully, with those features, they do want to put people in that experience, so they offer you a headset for PS4. This bit is the USB cable, and this bit is the HDMI cable. Actually, with the AC power adapter, or whatever it's called, that bit here, I don't know if you can see, that bit there will go into the console, and with this plugged in, you turn the switch on, or in other countries you don't need to. Once you plug it in, or plug it in and switch the switch on, then it'll turn the console on, and then all you need to do then is put the HDMI part in. Now, I wouldn't recommend following these instructions. If you have not set up the PS4 yet, if you haven't read the instructions, I'd be careful. But all I would say, since I know a bit about this, is that first you need to put the AC power cord into the socket on your wall and switch the switch on if your country does have a switch to turn the power on. This bit here, this end of the cable here, would go into this side of the console, into that bit there, on that square there on the top right side, just there, underneath where my finger is, there. And then with the HDMI cable, which is over here, which hopefully you can see clearly, it would be on this side of the console here, and it would be in that port there. So one side, actually the same, both sides are the same. You plug one side there, and then the other side would go into a HDMI slot in the TV, and you'd put your TV mode on that slot area. So if you put your slot on HDMI 2, then you go to HDMI 2, and then you'll see something on the screen once your console is powered on or turned on green or red. However, it will explain about that in the instructions, so you won't have to have a trouble on that. And with the USB cable, you need to power your controller because it doesn't have batteries. It's a wireless controller, official, mostly what you'll get. So you need to connect your USB connection into one of those slots there. Anyways, because of the time I got on this video, since the space on this device, subscribe to me, Metal Excel, to follow my videos on YouTube. Like the video if you liked it. Thank you for watching. As always, is optional if you're a new person to my channel watching this. My channel is mainly on Eon Gaming. And last words, have a good one. Shake out. Yeah.